to my God above. When my insecurities try to break me down, I look to you, my fortress. When I feel like not getting up, I look to you, I look to the Lord of love. When my fears like gravity try to bring me down, I look to you, my portion. I'm more than enough, in God I can trust. I know through the ups and downs you care for me. Your love is enough, nothing can separate us. I know through the ups and downs you care for me. Your love is enough for me. Your love is enough. Your love is enough for me. When I feel I'm not moving forward, I look to you, the rock where my hope is found. When all my depravities try to bring me down, I look to you, my Father. I'm more than enough, in God I can trust. I know through the ups and downs you care for me. Your love is enough, nothing can separate us. I know through the ups and downs you care for me. I'm more than enough, in God I can trust. I know through the ups and downs you care for me. Your love is enough, nothing can separate us. I know through the ups and downs you care for me. Your love is enough for me. Your love is enough. Your love is enough for me. Enough, 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 enough. Enough, 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 enough. Enough, 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 enough. Enough, 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 enough.
Has some jams, real talk, and hot topics. It's the radio program with the most vibes in all of FSAs, the Vibe O'Clock. Started right now. Brought to you by the YPG. Because in the YPG, we got too much sauce. We got too much sauce.
What is good and what is up, YPG fam? I'm not a Piri, but you can hear my voice. But you can definitely hear my voice. We are back with the Vibe O'Clock, and that's what matters. And the vibes are here with you guys. And it's good to be back with you guys. It has been a long past 2 weeks, past 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks before the M4M movement began, because the movement has not ended. As a matter of fact, the M4M movement, the Made for More movement, has just begun after a superb and beautiful event which we had throughout South Africa. What's good, Vinny?
What's up, YPG? I have one thing to say. Those who know, if you know, you know.
If you know, you know. I am so sorry. I forgot the name of the school.
It was Igusasa.
Was it Ikusasa?
Yeah, Igusasa.
Ikusasa Comprehensive. No?
Yes.
Ikusasa Comprehensive was one of the schools who joined us on June 16. Most people were like, PJ, where did you come up with that? I didn't come up with it. People were thinking it was me. For those who weren't at the event, there was a moment. You know, whenever there's something great, there's always going to be an obstacle. So
Yes.
there was a moment in which Bishop was speaking, and when he was done speaking, he passed me the mic, and we had a sound issue. The mixer, we had amazing sound at the back, but the mixer blew. It blew up. And then Nicholas, our sound guy, was like, please tell PJ that we need 3 minutes for us to be able to quickly swap the mixers and quickly plug it into the other mixer. And guys, I mean, Bishop was still there, Miss Marcia, all Bishop Gerald, Miss Togo, the other pastors and bishops. We had the teachers, we had the principals, we had our guests there. And everybody's looking at me, and thousands of youth are looking at me, and there was no sound. So the arts and culture team were supposed to do their thing. But then, because there was no sound, then I said, let's get the school who's going to be singing. They were going to sing a cappella. So meanwhile, I called them on to save time. I called them on the stage, and then some of their learners started to cheer them on. And that's when they were like, hey, Bana, and hey, Bana. And then I started supporting it. I'm like, hey, Bana. And then everybody started doing it. And it was just a vibe. It was such a vibe. By far, one of the best events we've ever got to experience. In my case, I think I experienced a post-event joy, rather than the actual event.
It was a delayed joy.
A very delayed joy, because when you're busy, you don't really get to enjoy much of it. You're so busy, you're working, you always want to give your best. But it was such an amazing one. I've been holding it back to share this with you guys. And this is why we're going to be very brief and very, very short today, because we're going to be talking about it in the morrows. Not talking about it. We're going to be showing to you exactly what happened in that event. I think a video is not going to be enough, but at least for you guys to have a taste. For those of you who are in the provinces, share with us in the comment section below, how was the M4M event literally a week ago? How did it go? How were the vibes? Tell us something new. Share with us something new. For us, we're telling you, hey, Bana! And the others, what can you guys share with us? All right. We're going to go for a short break. Jamming with you guys. And when we come back, we got a short thing to share with you talking about M4M. We're going to be sticking with the M4M theme. And we are going to be right back. Hey, Bana! Make sure that you get everybody connected with you. Are you listening to the Vibe O'Clock on Freedom on Air, as well as on our pages at YPG RSA, Facebook, and YouTube. We are going to be right back. Stay tuned. Let's hear the other ones. Yeah, Bana.
She told me hit the road. You said I gotta go. Sent your song for the souls, and I gotta let them know. Enemy coming like wolves, and I gotta stay woke. But I ain't never gotta fear, 'cause same power that rose lives in my soul, yeah. If you send me, then I'll run the distance. All I pray is you give me your wisdom. I'm ready to lay down my life. I know that you'll be by my side. I don't really know, but I know I gotta go. And yeah, he really rolls. Can't keep that on the low. Yeah, and it's gotta show. Barefoot, I gotta low. It's the only way to grow, but I know I'm not alone. Yeah. Draw me to yourself. I got no one else. Yeah, and that's okay. 'Cause I'll give all my love. Yeah, and where you send me, I will go. 'Cause I got nowhere else. If you send me, then I'll run the distance. All I pray is you give me your wisdom.
Those guys were really on fire. Oh wow, one of the lamps just died out here. Anyways, those guys were really on fire. We had such an amazing event, and one of the foundations and the reasons behind the performances which we permitted our schools to partake in, and on the day we did not leave any other participation except from the YPG, two from the YPG, one which was a fusion between Alexandra, Hillbrow and Park Station, and the other one which was a beautiful dance from the Soweto team, also from I think Orlando and the surrounding branches, if I'm not mistaken. And I have to say that we showed to them the talent which many of them don't believe. You know, Vinny, many of them have this talent. Most of the schools, we invited them, and I think the majority were singers. You correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, majority were singers.
And
singers and dancers.
Singers and dancers. And you see how much talent there is in this country which goes to waste. How easy it is to get a group of youth to simply sing. And, you know, they're not professionals, but it's such a natural talent.
Yes.
On the other hand, we're talking about a nation which is struck by so much lack of confidence, self-confidence, a low self-esteem which plagues most of our youth, especially those who come from poverty, especially those who come from an abusive family, especially those who come from hell. I won't say hell and back because many of them are still in hell. And how many of them actually believe that they can get out of that? They don't. Whereby they have so much talent, they have just so much to give. They have absolutely so much. It was beautiful. It was simply amazing what I saw from the schools. And you know what was funny? Was when they were going, some of them I got to meet them, or I got to visit their school and visit them and see them rehearsing before the actual event. Not all of them, I think 2 or 3 only. And when I went to their school, I said to them, guys, I just want to say to you that on the day there'll be at least 12, 13, 15,000 youth who are going to be staring at you.
No pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure.
And it was hilarious how when they were getting up the stage and they saw how many youth were looking at them and they were like, hey, Banda. They were like, this is crazy. This is crazy. But they completely switched off from that, especially because in the YPG, there's no booing. There's no, you know, that kind of stuff. We support everyone. Even if they're not bringing that vibe, we make them believe in their own vibe at least. And there was just this thing that was so special, how they completely switched off from facing 15,000 people looking at them to becoming someone who was just connected to what they had to do, connected to one another. A few from one of the schools came back to our hangouts the following day because they felt that they had to be grateful, the need for gratitude, you know, to thank. For us, there's no need to thank. It's just, you know, making each and every one of them understand, each and every one of you understand that you were made for more. There's always something amazing inside of you, and regardless of what people think, say, or do, you need to keep believing in yourself. M for M was really that thing.
And you know, there was one school, you were with the teachers, that twice the sound gave in and it stopped working, and twice they had to restart. You didn't see them complain or whine. They just waited for the song to start and they went again. And my goodness, they killed it. It was my favorite performance.
Was it the Ladies in Black?
It was, I think it was a French-speaking school or something like that.
French-speaking?
I don't know if it's French, but I think it's Congolese or Senegalese, something like that. I think Hillbrow is the one who brought them. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But the dance which they did was an Afrobeat. It was wow.
And it was beautiful.
They proved to themselves that they were made for more, even with all the setbacks.
Yeah.
They still won first place for best dance.
Okay, I think it's the one. I saw the recording. Those ones, like you said, I was with the teachers.
Yes.
I think.
Wow. they proved to themselves that they were made for more. They didn't worry about the setbacks, the drama that happened with the sound.
There was an obstacle.
Mm-hmm.
They went back and
They just,
did
like
it
Bishop
again.
said with the step ladder,
Yeah.
if you get it wrong, just start over.
Get back up. Get back up.
Get back up.
So in the Morris, you guys are going to get to see at 7 p.m. We're going to go live and we're going to show to you the beauty of what M4M was. We did not receive enough material from the provinces, I'm going to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, we're going to show you most especially the main event, which took place in Soweto. But what we had from the rest of the country, I did see some beautiful pictures. I did see some amazing things which were going on in the provinces as well. I do believe the vibes were there. I do believe you guys got the word as well, as we told everybody to connect with us on the day. But it was really superb. It was special. And I want to share with you, the fact that I was a bit afraid to a certain extent. There were moments in which I was a bit afraid. I was afraid of things going wrong. Things did go wrong. But those were not setbacks. Those were just obstacles which we kept going. The sound, as I said, being one of them. I mean, imagine the sound was a mess in the beginning. Eventually we got it right. What else? Many of them had delays. Many of our coordinators were late. So I was like, hey, Bana, where's everybody?
I'm laughing because, you know, in your perspective, I remember you even shared this, you were very stressed because you saw a lot of things going wrong. But, you know, for us, we didn't see that.
Yeah.
It was just too much fun.
Yeah.
I think it was one of the first events where I didn't feel the time. When everyone was like, no, it's time to wrap up. I'm like, already? And
Yeah.
everyone felt that like, already? No, it can't finish now. Because it finished on such a high. It was so nice. And the reaction on the stage, I mean, that school, Ikusasa, I think they took, 3 trophies?
I think so. I think the
think it was-
Tembisa
yes, the
was on
Tembisa
fire.
School. My goodness.
Hands down for everybody. And I don't know about the other ones. I saw a school in Cape Town where the whole section of
Yes.
the
What is it?
cathedral was wearing
Usazone?
in black. It was black uniform.
Black uniform.
Someone please tell me where that school was from. I don't know how their vibes were. I hope they were not just there as statues. If they were statues, it's your guys' fault, not theirs. Because there were others as well. Don't get me wrong. But I think Tembisa just set the bar high.
Yes.
Tembisa put... Tembisa just...
Yes.
No, Tembisa was on fire. A huge shout out to Tembisa, Dineo, and Heather. I saw them there. And all the others from Tembisa. Huge shout out to you guys for the hard work. But I have to say one thing before I wrap up this, conclude what I have to say, and share with you guys what I want to share with. I want to go for a short break. And when I come back, I'm going to share with you the biggest lesson I want each and every one of us to take from the Made for More event. We are going to be right back. Oh yeah, that's my track.
A loving father, friend like no other. You're everything I need. So undeserving of all the mercy, but still you shower me. So my praise flows like a river, burns like a fire. Now and forever. It all belongs to you. It belongs to you. Oh, it belongs to you. It belongs to you. Oh, it belongs to you.
Tell me my job, follow me. Every place you are, I go be. Spirit come and use my body. Living water come down to me. Devil
That's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, bana! That's the vibes. Like I said, those guys saved me. Those guys, they legit saved me. They took me out of that that awkward moment. What I want to share with you guys, I'm not going to extend this any further, is that we cannot seize consistency. I just remembered this video. I'm gonna have to send it to you. I really need us to play this video. Give me just a second. I played this earlier on to the youth who are with me here in Park Station. I'll send it to yours here. The power of teamwork made an immense difference on this day. Putting our hands together for a cause, not a cause of just having fun and enjoyment, but a cause of changing people's lives. And the second is not something which I only learned on the day, but it is a lesson we need to apply still. It's called consistency, because oftentimes we will do something and along the way we stop. We start with an amazing momentum. We start with a thirst, a hunger to make things happen. But along the way we take for granted, or not take for granted, but we permit the obstacles, the challenges, the hardships and the difficulties to stand in our way, and we lose that momentum. So the Made for More movement did not end last week Friday, but the Made for More movement began last week Friday. And that's one of the reasons why for the next, now 6 Sundays, including tomorrow, we're going to be sharing with you one tip that will lead you to become made for more. So don't stop. Don't allow yourself to stop, to say we're done. But especially those of you who worked hard, those of you who gave it your all, those of you who strived, I want to say to you that keep giving it your all. I want to say this to all the coordinators who applied themselves on this day. The exhaustion which I could see in the faces of many of you, giving it your best. Keep doing it every day. Even if it seems like the results are minimal, don't stop. Keep going. Keep punching. Keep going. And teamwork. Teamwork does what this video is going to show to you. Not just
only team player in the entire cat family. The lion has mastered a skill truly unique in the cat world. The lion's trump card is the group hunt.
Powerful.
A lone lioness kills only once in 5 attempts, whereas a pride brings down its prey in 1 of 3 hunts. Amplifying the advantages of its body size and strength, a lion uses teamwork to regularly bring down a prey 6 times its size, the Cape buffalo. A buffalo is the ultimate prey. It weighs up to 1,500 pounds and has horns that are 3 feet wide from tip to tip. And it's not afraid to use them. Buffalo wound more lions than any other prey species. So, hunting this beast requires a game plan. The pride will follow an age-old strategy. Lions attack with the precision of a pro football team, with each lion playing the same position time and time again in hunts. The lions on the sides will advance up the flanks. One or two lions will run interference while the lions in the center will go for the takedown. Today's attack begins with the flanks trying to maneuver close. They will try to separate a lone buffalo from its herd. There is no margin for error. The rest of the pride keeps the loner busy, working together to tire him out. Before he knows it, he is surrounded. The center moves in for the kill, but bringing him down requires the extra 100-pound bulk of one of the big males. The buffalo will take several minutes to throttle. But even the herd knows it's over.
Specifically, oops, no sound.
Sorry.
They are looking specifically, the lions are looking specifically for that one who is singled out. They're not interested. Well, there are others. Maybe there's that one that's lame, the one that's limp, the one that's vulnerable, the one that's in the middle there, the little cub there and so forth. But the cub is useless. Absolutely. or rather not useless, but they can't do anything. They are useless against the cub if that cub is amongst the pack or the what do you call this, the herd. But the moment the most powerful one steps out, he's alone. He's alone. He becomes a prey. And I tell you, this buffalo is looking at the one being eaten up and he's like, "Hey, Banna! What is going on here?" Because if you were with us, if you were there, if you were amongst us, you wouldn't be devoured. You wouldn't be in trouble. Sometimes we are all, as the YPG fam, going in one direction, with one vision, with one faith, with one determination for something. But there are those who say, "I'm going to go my own way.
Yeah.
I got this.
I know what I'm doing.
I know what I'm doing. I'm in control. It's my life, my choices, my body, my rules, my this, my that. But unfortunately, you are facing the bigger issues, the bigger challenges on your own. The YPG fam, we're like that herd. We might not be appealing, but I say to you that when you are with us, when we are together as one, as our slogan says, we are untouchable and the ferocious lion can't touch us. So don't single out. Don't allow yourself to be singled out. Don't allow yourself to get distracted. Even if you're limping, even if you seem like the weak link, but if you're with us, you won't be touched. But unfortunately, if you single out, y'all go ahead to the river to drink the water. I will deal with it later. You're lost. And looking at it on the other hand, in the other perspective, now the other POV has to do with the one of the lions. They don't have the capacity to destroy that buffalo. It's much more powerful. But the moment they apply teamwork and strategy,
Yes.
the two in front distracting, I didn't know how intelligent.
formation.
I knew they were intelligent. Wow, that's just crazy. That's like war tactics. And as a matter of fact, it's been proven that even some military use these tactics. The decoy in the front, whilst the other ones come behind. One to taunt that buffalo. And apparently this is the favorite meal of the lion. It is also the hardest meal for them to capture, but the most rewarding. So what great thing you want, it's going to require much more sacrifice.
Mm-hmm. So true.
The load becomes lighter when you're with the YPG. Karabo said it. We're going to help you carry that weight for you.
No one, and you know, PJ, no one likes being alone, number one.
Yeah.
Because when you're alone, as you say, you're vulnerable. And I think this video, ironically, I watched a video this morning from the BBC about the stingray and crabs. I found it interesting that the babies, they stay underneath their parents.
Mm-hmm.
So how they work is they all climb on top of each other because they have hard shells. And the stingray cannot, by any means, eat something hard. It needs to be soft. So when they see that the predator is coming, as a team, they all go on top of each other, protects the kids with the hard shell, and then it leaves. But whenever there's that one that's singled out, I'll send you the video later.
Yeah.
It's singled out, it comes and eat. And ironically, the robot which they sent, so it had a camera on it, they sent it down there described as a crab. They came to that crab, which wasn't part of their group. They didn't know it.
Yeah. Yeah.
They went and formed the shell around it because the stingray was coming to eat it.
Yeah.
Just for you to see the power of teamwork.
Yeah.
Even when it wasn't anyone part of their crew, they still went and defended it as if it was their own.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the YPG. Even if you're not part of us, you never came, or you just passed by this live video right now. Just because you're not part of this group doesn't mean that we can't help you. We're not here for you. We are with you. All you got to do is come through because we've got you.
We are together as one. We are together as one indeed. And I would like each and every one of you to understand it. You're not alone. We are here with you. Come and be part of this family. Together, on the other hand, our strategy can make a huge difference and change other people's lives. I'd like all of us as the YPG in South Africa and across abroad to apply this in us. That together, that strategy to attack evil, to attack depression, to attack bullying, to attack abuse, to attack all the things which are being so damaging to the lives of youth, but also to defend as a family those who have been maybe a weak link or limping or going through so much. All right. I think that's it from us. I have another video, but I'm not gonna play it today. I will play it next week. It's also linked to teamwork, the power of teamwork. But I'm going to end off here. In the morrows, we're going to be having the YPG hangout throughout South Africa. I will be here in 25 Plain Street, and Pastor Carlos is going to be connected with you guys there in Soweto. What can we expect from the YPG fam that side in Soweto, Mr. Carlitos?
Well, just like you were speaking, that here in the YPG, they're not just gonna find a place where they will come and have some moments, but they will find a place where we'll gather together to defend them, to stand with them, and to be with them. And by the way, tomorrow we have some people from the schools. Those schools are closed, but they will be coming by. They were with us in June 16. As you said, it's an event that, not even an event, a movement that was not ended on the 16th, but it just began there. And I look forward to see greater things happening from these days.
Off, guys. It was just a lift off for amazing things, and I know that we're gonna go further. That side, they kept the he asked to keep the the stage there from June 16 because tomorrow the vibes are going to be happening. I would love to be with you guys there, but we have such a long, busy day.
Yes.
So unfortunately, I won't be there. But I know that they will be with you, and they will be in good hands. Likewise, our family from throughout South Africa, if you're in Bloemfontein, if you're in Maritzburg, if you're in Tegwini, Qwaqwa, if you are in Umtata, Cape Town, you are in Rustenburg, you are in PTA, you're in the Vaal, wherever you're in Mafikeng, you're in Uppington and Kimberley, wherever you are, we're going to be having the YPG Hangout based on checkup. You know, the checkup you got to do in the doctor. So our YPG coordinators are going to be leading you to that. Like I said, it's going to be happening there in Soweto. Likewise, if you're here in town, Johannesburg Central, I'm going to be here at 1 o'clock. And not only the vibes, usually when we ask what to expect, but not only are we going to be bringing the vibes, but we're also going to be bringing life-changing scenarios and mind-changing scenarios to make you to think, to make you to be great. When you struggle... Yo, what's up?
You know, interesting thing, you were talking about that video. If you stop and think, we're talking about animals. They do not reason as we do. If this person who's watching us was just passing and like our video popped up in their screen, they stop and reason, they will see that their best choice is to be with us.
And we're not going to be looking at you. Can we go back to the video? Here in Park Station, we made a meme about that buffalo, that buffalo there, because there comes, there we go. We're not going to be looking at you like that. Seeing the lion eat you and say, "Hey, bana." But we are going to be out to rescue you. Perhaps you were someone who used to join us. Maybe you had a downfall and you think that we're going to judge you. You think that we're going to look at you differently. You think when you walk into the YPG, we're going to look at you like this buffalo. Nah. We are going to see you differently, and we are going to take care of you. One of our comments even mentioned here just now, he said that he wishes that all the YPG, all the youth, I think it was Poka, he mentioned that he wishes that all the youth could have this vision, this kind of mindset. And it is really up to each and every one of us to have this. When you see someone, a youth, entering the YPG, you shouldn't just look at them or give them that look there, but you should make them feel special. You should make them feel at home. PJ, the meaning behind the teamwork is too strong. Of today, I wish each and every youth in the church can hear it too. So, those of you who are listening, understand that you have the power to make an immense difference in the lives of others. Or you might just be a bystander. If that buffalo there had a camera phone, a smartphone, he was going to be recording like, "Yo, Matota, did you see? Us Buddha got eaten by the lion there." I don't know why it's Buddha. This was, this is just Buddha there. This is Buddha for the day. He'd be one of those tweeting about it, putting it on the gram.
Topic.
Trending hashtags. Buddha got eaten by the lion.
Hashtag Hebana.
Hebana. Or all of that. But here in the YPG, that's not our vibe. Here, the YPG, we would find means to go and face that lion and take you out of there until we can rescue you. However, there's only so much we can do. There's only so much help we can do unless someone is willing to be helped. All right. So that's it from us. In the morrows, 7 p.m., we're going to be live sharing with you guys the official post-production of June 16. It was something that we didn't want to do it in a rush. We wanted to do it with care for all of you to watch it. Expect the suspense and expect the 360-degree picture we took. There's a beautiful 360-degree picture, which we're going to be posting it real soon. But first, we want you guys to check this one out. We want you to see the post-production of the Made for More event, which, as myself, Pastor Carlos, Vinny, we just said, it is just the beginning of something. And I can't wait for the schools to reopen. I'm bored these days without the schools. I can't wait to go back. I remember when I was in school, I'd hate that back to school. Remember the back to school song?
Yes.
Back to school. I couldn't stand that back to school song. And now that I'm out of school, I can't wait for the schools to reopen for me to be back there and greet. And by the way, there is a school. There was a slight mistake in the award ceremony. There is a school which we are owing them the trophy. We're going to deal with that, and we're going to go there. I'll personally go there to give them their trophy. We have the trophy here. And by the way, one last thing I want to address. I didn't get a chance to address. I think I was very busy and I forgot. It came recently to my attention. I was unaware that many of you did not receive the YPG t-shirts and the jackets, especially from the provinces. I was not aware of this until we posted a meme a couple of weeks ago talking about the jackets, and that was when it was sent to me, and I personally replied through the admin page of the YPG. And on that day, Vinny being my witness, he was with me. I sent through the complaints and I forwarded the issue. It is being dealt with. Some of the t-shirts have been sent, and we hope that it's going to be sorted real soon. But if not, if it takes a little longer than expected, please, guys, do DM us. You may DM our pages, and we're going to address the situation. I was really upset. It was really something that I was not aware with, and I don't deal with the t-shirt. Sometimes people say, PJ, can you organize me a t-shirt? I can't. I do not stock the t-shirts, but I can find out what's going on, and I would love for each and every one of you to have it. In winter, we had the jackets.
Yes.
In summer,
What will we have?
bye-bye, guys. See you next week. See you in the morrows at 7 p.m.
For everyone now. No, we want to know.
Yeah, you'll keep knowing. Sharp. Bye-bye.
No.
All the best, guys. Take care of yourselves. Good to see you. September, as Ontatile said, not someone from my province with not printed YPG. Okay. I like to hear that. All right. Bye-bye. We're out of here. Let's keep going to another level. Hey, Banna.
When it gets too hard to face, just one place where I go. To my rock, my heart in place. Show me with your shine.
I almost forgot. Next week, we're going to have contestants from the schools here live. We're going to connect them here live on the Vibe O'Clock from the schools. Not only the ones who are here, but also the ones from the provinces. I'm going to ask them to connect. Shout out to Miss Val, Pastor Eduardo, there in Kenya. Y'all are still here, faithful to the Vibe O'Clock from Kenya. We see that they're still supporting. All the best for you. Thank you so much for your support. They made sure Cape Town won, and Pastor Eduardo, he wrapped up his Cape Townian life
With the June
with a June 16. You see the power of the YPG.
Yes.
And now he's here in the Vibe O'Clock. Shout out to you, Pastor.
You're so mighty, you're so able. I trust in you 'cause you're so faithful. Hey, you're so mighty, ever present, help in trouble. In you everything
Bye now.